If your child refuses to use their accommodations at school, you're definitely not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common conversations I have with parents. Here is what I want you to know first. It's usually not because the accommodations aren't helping. It's because your child doesn't want to feel different. And I'm sure that's not news to you. They probably don't want to leave the classroom for testing, or they don't want to wear headphones for an audiobook, or they don't want to ask the teacher for extra help. Maybe they're worried somebody was going to ask, why do you get all that? And for many kids, especially as they get older, fitting in feels way more important than getting the support they need. And honestly, that's a totally normal part of growing up. One thing I encourage parents to do before school starts is to role play these situations at home. Practice what it sounds like to ask for those accommodations. Practice what to do if a teacher forgets. The more your child rehearses those conversations in a safe environment, the less intimidated they'll feel in the classroom. Another strategy is to identify which accommodations feel the most embarrassing and brainstorm ways to make them less noticeable. Maybe your child would rather use text-to-speech on a Chromebook because everyone else is using that technology too. Maybe they'd rather quietly remind the teacher before class instead of speaking up during class. Sometimes some small adjustments in some of them make a difference. So that way we don't just throw all the accommodations out the window. We actually pinpoint the ones that feel the most embarrassing. I also encourage parents to explain why accommodations exist. Kids think they're getting something extra when they're really just getting equal access to learning. Accommodations don't change what your child is expected to learn. They change how they can access their learning or demonstrate what they know. And finally, as a parent, don't expect confidence overnight. Start with one accommodation. Once your child has a positive experience using it, they'll often become more comfortable accessing the other ones. The goal isn't simply getting your child to use accommodations. The goal is actually helping them realize there's nothing embarrassing about using the tools they need to be successful, and that's a skill that will serve them long after they leave school.